Hello, I'll be interviewing you today about your internship. Do you mind telling me who you are and where you went this summer for your internship?
Yes, I am Josh Waken, and for my internship this summer, I was here actually at Berea College, working on the student software development team.
Oh, that's awesome. Tell me a bit about the internship.
Well, over the course of the internship, I was tasked with working on a website for an organization associated with the college here called KELTS, which has a lot to do with having the student body engage with the local community, assisting and just interacting with them. And the website that I worked on is kind of a important tool for the supervisors and members of the organization to kind of gather around and coordinate different events and actions.
Okay, that sounds great. Describe the most important technical thing you learned during your internship and why was it important?
I think the most technical thing that I learned about was the design pattern of model view control, which you can see up here, and how that correlates to the different programming languages that I learned over the summer, with HTML taking up a lot of the things that deal with the view, and Python and SQL handling a lot of things on the back end for data storage, and JavaScript and Ajax kind of running in between, taking input from the user through the controller.
Sounds very interesting. What is the most important non-technical thing you learned during the internship?
I think the most important non-technical thing that I learned was definitely that communication is key at all stages of development, because it doesn't matter whether you are sitting face to face with your partner, working on an issue in front of you, or coordinating digitally, just figuring out who's doing what. If the communication isn't clear and concise, then it can halt all progress on a project like this to a complete standstill.
Yeah, it sounds like a real challenge. Explain what you feel most proud of that you accomplished during your internship, and why are you proud of these accomplishments?
I think the things I'm most proud of are the little design changes that I got to implement into the website. Nothing big, as the website was kind of already established and a lot of the design elements were kind of set in place, but it would be things to improve the user experience, like moving a button into a more predictable corner or changing its color so it's more obvious to the user that they can click it, or displaying information in a more concise way that may not have been displayed the best way originally.
All right, so one last question. Over this internship, you were involved in web development. After this experience, how do you feel about taking it on as a professional job?
Honestly, I've found that I don't love web development, but I do realize now that I can actually do it. And I feel very confident that if I had to take a job in web development, that I could do it with confidence and bring the skills with me that I practiced over the 8 weeks here at Berea College. So
That's amazing. Well, thank you for your time.
thank you.